everybody. We're back with more Battletech. Well, if I go to the barracks or old Darius, he'll be unhappy.
Commander?
Because we haven't been spending our XP, have we? Oh, look, here we go.
Standing by. Reporting.
He'll be an happy boy now, he will, old Darius. Mostly because he's a massive prick. Let's check the sound on this, make sure it's all working properly. Oh yeah, that's coming through nice and clear. You hear my beautiful voice as I talk. Inanely, randomly, and I'm probably going to cause myself to cough if I keep doing this. Anyway, we're doing an assassination mission out in the desert. So, that's fun. That's fun, isn't it, children? Yeah, this seems fine. Let's just go from there. We're back to Battletech. Oh, it feels like it's been a fortnight, which I have to reiterate. Obviously, I believe the term fortnight is pretty much a UK thing only, but it means 2 weeks. It's not a game. It's not a reference to a game that's become popular because of the wide accessibility to 3-year-olds and up. Made by Epic Games. No, it's a term that was around before Fortnite was a game, and yes, it means 2 weeks over here. If someone would say like, oh, it was a fortnight ago, they meant 2 weeks back. It's not. Oh, it was a fortnight ago. It was the last time that I built a tower out of bits of wood, like some kind of fucking hyperactive squirrel. On some kind of strange combination of LSD and amphetamine. And then complain that someone headshot me from across the map. No, it's not that version. Hello, Kiro. Hello, ETG. How are you doing today? As we go to begin mission, while I slowly rage over the vibration in this PC case, because it's just decided that as the hard drive is gonna, not the hard drive, as the graphics card starts to spin up because of the vibration, until it gets to speed, it will continue to make sound that will annoy me. And I've yet to find a fix for this particular issue, other than hitting it very hard, rapidly. Yes, we're back with more Battletech. Rambling to myself in the kitchen about Battletech, namely MechWarrior, as it always ends up inevitably becoming. Hello, Kulsh. Yes, well, that's the other thing, Kulsh. Yes, we do know how to spell Fortnite properly. It's not Nite, N-I-T-E. That is as a made-up term. It's bad words created by bad people. Why? Why would you go around that way? Why? Sorry. Why would you go there? What's with this route? Everyone can see this white line. Why would he go there when he could just... Look, he can go there, he can go there, he can go there, he can go there. But if you go there, he goes around that way. That's fucking stupid. So now I move one less hex, basically, because of that stupidity.
Coordinates received.
It is a decision that confuses and infuriates thee. Adam Grayson, you use ICBM in late stream in MechWarrior Living Legends map. If it was available, yes, I would. Me and Fron had a lot of fun dropping arrow artillery on top of people. Cannibal Penguin, hello. Morning, everyone. I worked all last weekend, so they gave me last night off, so I get to watch Thursday stream live. Happy me. Oh, well, thank you very much for taking the time to join us. Mistfawn Gaming. The forest does indeed cost more movement, but why wouldn't just walk into it straight on? I don't know. Kero, complaining about how 14 nights has come to mean the modern, fashionable, non-pharmaceutical version of Ritalin, eh? Well, it is. I'm ignoring what's going on the screen here. Well, what's happening? I'm being accosted by light mechs.
That could have been worse.
Hey, Hungarian Hussar, how you doing? Frunkika, he's turned up.
Standing.
Bothered his arse to appear. I mean, oh hey, Fron. How you doing? How's things shaking, other than this fortress?
Order acknowledged.
Movement. Just movement, because it'll affect their to-hit chances. Honestly, that's how it works. How it works on tabletop. You don't want to stand still on tabletop. It's a bad idea. Standing still on tabletop will get you fucking killed quick, because aim shot head, Just always do aim shot head. Because you never know, you might get lucky and whack the little noggin off. Oh no, not Kintaro. Not Kintaro. Anything but a Kintaro. Not too bothered really about a lot of these. You know, we'll send Mr. Crab forward. We're gonna try and focus on this javelin. Fraunecker. It's fucking Nerf. I want to shoot and smoke. Yes, yes. Thanks for reminding me of once again Varak fucking things up in War Thunder. I'll tell the chat. Hey Tarnfalk. So we're playing War Thunder last night, just before we just decided to hop off to bed, like Zebedee would say. Time for bed, everyone. And Varak's ahead of me, not too far, about 100 meters or so. Not a huge distance. He's in a T-55 AM1, which for anyone who doesn't know, basically is a Russian tank that's got some really, it's a premium tank that's got lots of nice little snacky bits to it. It's a good tank, basically. And he gets shot. It's not a kill shot. It's not even serious damage to him, but he gets hit. So, of course, it's Varak, so he panics. And he panics hard. So, he fires smoke just as I'm about to fire at the enemy. Which means now I can't see the enemy. So I think, well, hopefully he hasn't moved in time, so I won't whiff it. So I take the shot, whiffs it, because obviously he's hidden now, so he escapes. So as I'm trying to pivot, I say, for fuck's sake, why did you fire the smoke? He goes, German tactics, best tactics, nah, and drives away. He leaves me behind. Then I got shot through the smoke, because they started to flank around me. My tank gets disabled, and I'm stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and I get killed. And Varak is indignant, as he always is, and basically shoot and smoke. That's basically Varak's tactic now, and it's fucking irritating. Talking about golden BBs, no, it's our fault. No.
Commander?
No, talking about idiot Swedes who can't fucking play War Thunder. Despite all, like, over more than a year now of consistent regular play, he has learnt very little. Oh, it sounds... you know what, Samfel? Yes, it does. It sounds hilarious, but in practice, it's infuriating. Fronica will agree with this one. Which tends to be, and I'm sorry, From, but it is true. If possible, I'll leave him to follow you on the map, because there's no way I can put up with it. So there's bad gas. Yeah, he basically he just releases a lot of fart gas into the air. So yeah, idiot Swedes is redundant. The two mean exactly the same thing.
Commander?
I don't know if that's harsh on all of the Swedish people. I've played games with other Swedish people, and they weren't as bad as that. In fact, they were quite reliable. I remember I used to play a lot of Overwatch with a couple of Swedish players, and they were really good.
Enemy eliminated.
It's just like saying moist wetness. I think Frun, should just send him forward to check the corners in the future. It's probably for the best. We sound so harsh. We sound like we really just like we're giving him a rough time. But honestly, it is like, it's like hovering your dick above a fucking wood chipper. It's just it's dangerous and silly, and you don't know why you do it.
Failed to connect.
Hello, Shano. Very strange War Thunder scenario. This thing better not be fucking saying War Thunder on it. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Little orphan Annie. You can get around there. I would like my goal for this stream to be able to get myself another assault mech from the store if I could save enough, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do enough missions. Life bait is best bait indeed, Naman, indeed. And also, hello, Naman. Hello, Shana. Look at this little guy. Oh, he's so OP. Oh, look at him hiding behind that bit of metal.
Yes, Commander.
Well, he's... let's adjust that. He's OP as far as Macro Online is concerned. Obviously, in this game, he's actually, he's a 20-tonner. Used well, he can cause a bit of damage, but in reality, he's not going to get the kills, because 20-tonners are never meant to get the kills, unless it's on other 20-tonners.
Acknowledge.
Hey, BFG.
Target down.
What's this, Tarnfelt? Still better than what happened in Mega Mech. Had an AC hit my aerospace on an 11, doing the bare minimum of damage to do a through armor crit that caused a pilot check of 5, which is failed, causing the aerospace to slam into the dirt. Ow! That's just...
I'm here.
That's just one of those...
Commander?
It can't really be that bad, can it? Scenarios, and then it just continues to become the worst thing ever.
Gotcha.
I remember one of the first things I started doing on Mega Mech, because I remember, I think I installed it on the laptop upstairs that I just idly play around before going to sleep, and one of the ones I always used to do was try to take our Lance of Innisphere mechs against the Direwolf, and it never ended well, but it was always fun. The Direwolf pilot would just be like, blam, you're dead, next, you're dead.
I'm receiving you.
It was very, very good. Lots of fun. The one thing I couldn't get to work on Mega Mech though was the procedurally generated stuff that would allow you to run a merc company, and then you could sort of just take contracts and stuff. I never got that to work.
Guard a critical hit.
Probably just need to read up on it, see how that's supposed to play. What's this, Kira? You know, I find it amusing that on tabletop an aim shot's harder to do. Here it is, easier to do. You just aren't guaranteed to hit the spot you want. Yeah, I guess it's more just a... It's just a gameplay mechanic, really, isn't it? Yeah, I was hoping at least one of them would have hit. I didn't want to overheat the... I didn't want to have low chance to hit with my ACs. Well, he's a bit fucked up now, so the most he's going to do is either run up and headbutt somebody, or he's just going to fire his machine gun and probably get a headshot on somebody. Here we go. Oh, it's the flamer and the machine gun and the medium laser. Where's the headshot? Come on. If you find a machine gun, pilot's going to get injured, right?
Standing by.
It's going to happen. You should just accept it. Alright, well, fuck you then. We'll kick you. It's so tiny. Oh! Oh, the little guy lived. Oh, no, he didn't. The small lasers finished him off. Bonk.
Enemy eliminated.
Yeah, it would be helpful, Tanville. Thank you. Also, yeah, Clan has hurt. Bomb them with a massive, cheap conventional fighters. I'm going to start. Rocket, like to ask, what is clicky tech? Clicky tech. I don't know. You've lost me. Sorry.
Commander?
Ugh. Oh, is that the target? Oh, that is the target. Here's a war criminal, and he pilots a Vulcan. Hey, Muffin. Yeah, you can write it on the Discord. You can DM me that. That would be useful.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Our primary target is taking damage.
The primary target is taking damage, sir.
Waiting for orders.
The primary target is taking damage. It is, yeah, it is, Kira, actually. Yeah, you can get a lot of civilians with a Vulcan, can't you? A bit of flamer, a bit of machine gun. Bit of aiming for his fucking side torso.
Engaging target.
Oh, yeah, went a bit internal.
That hit something good.
Hey, Vari. Yeah, well, we were trying to watch some Hat Films last night on Twitch, and it just kept crashing. Twitch has been a bit shit recently. I imagine it might have something to do with lockdowns and people being kept indoors all day and not having anything else to do. I suspect that's the reason. I don't think their services are really set up for that kind of volume of traffic.
Enemy mech, critical damage detected.
Enemy mech, critical damage detected.
Taking the shot.
There we go. The way it just goes clang.
Mission
Oh, if anyone played the Star Wars Squadrons game, or if you've had your eye on it, yesterday they announced that despite having the previous statement that there'd be no post-launch content, December they're adding the B-Wing and TIE Defender to Star Wars Squadrons. I don't have it personally, but I'm certainly interested in it now because B-Wing is one of my all-time faves. As far as fighters go, One one piece. I only got one shot at picking this salvage, and I've got to make the best judge. Ah, fuck it, the Kintaro. I got a piece of a Vulcan. Well, no, to be fair, Muffin, he was still standing after 4 AC-10 shots. 3 of them hit, to be fair. 1 missed, whiffed, made a big hole in the back of the rock there. But, you know, he was still standing after that. It was the LRMs that finished him. Alright, I don't think there are any other good contracts here. This was the last one from the last stream that was any good. I don't want to do destroy the base missions. It's not that I dislike them, they're just a bit boring. Oh, what's this one? Escaping spy, we've been escaping, blah, 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 blah. Looking for Davian spy. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, we could do that. Up to 6.3 million now. Anyone get XP? Oh. 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 I'm going to spend some XP. Get those rank 10 pilots.
Yes,
For some reason Gargoyle doesn't earn XP. Yeah, try to if the Kraken opens up and yeah, right there, Kira. Hungarian, so my only problem is with this game is late game assault mech hordes. Yeah, it does fall into that trap. Yeah, I do agree, Hungarian. So it's basically you're trying to rapidly race up toward getting a lance of assault mechs, and there's no flexibility afterwards. I know that they tried to do some missions that are focused around, obviously. Oh, there's a weight limit on this flashpoint mission, stuff like that. It would be nice if the weight limit actually told you what the tonnage limit was, rather than just saying lights and mediums. Well, can I take 455 tonners or what? What's this called? So I haven't noticed what's the B-Wing episode in Rebels now. Yeah, it was weird. They actually gave the B-Wing that like weird super laser thing that it originally had, but then they dropped. There's an idea. So that was a nice touch. Muffin, the Ultra ACs would just jam after the first shot of the NW. Well, yeah, that is right. Yeah, on the Kraken, you'd be going, ah ha ha, click, oh, jam, fuck. Talonfelt did so well with the B-Wing and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I was doing a multiplayer co-op mission where I had to hold off 2 Lancer frigates and a fighter escort by myself, while the rest of the squadron dealt with a Super Star Destroyer. You know what? I am very jealous of that, because I never ever got to play X-Wing v TIE Fighter in co-op. I would have loved to. Back in the day. God, that would have been so cool. Having a LAN setup. Oh, it's a Thunderbolt. That's a bit dated. Yeah, having a nice LAN setup and getting your mates around, everyone going on X-Wing v TIE Fighter and waiting for it to crash several times before you finally got to play the match properly. Oh, man. Oh, that was the fucking life.
Coordinates received.
Love that shit. What we got? 50 tonner. Okay.
There.
Which one are the ones? You got the missiles. You go over there. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Hungarian side. Yes, yeah. You get told there's a weight limit, but then the enemy don't have a weight limit, and they turn up in tons of assault mechs. Yeah, that is pretty bullshit.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know if is it worth moving at this stage? Oh, apparently if I go there, I can see that mech. So. I'll do this. Yeah, I think I have X-Wing v TIE Fighter. Town Falcon. I think I got it from like a bundle thing on Steam long time ago, or I might have a disc of it lying around. That was from like a gold edition release, but I had so many issues. Oh fuck no. Oh god, ow fuck Jesus. Oh, Hunchback danger. Ow. Oh, what state is that in? Oh. Okay, well, that isn't going to go into the fight anytime soon. Ow, you big horrible bastard. Look at you using your Hunchback to its greatest strength. You filthy fucker. You horrible little bastard. Stormcrow, holy tea crumpets and the Queen's Jubilee, critical right stream Battletech once more. Indeed, yes I am, though, you know, I wouldn't go telling everybody about that. It's such an amazing piece of information. Tree buckets do laugh at AC-20s, they do indeed, and then they fall over from them because they stupidly got hit by them. What is this? A 70-tonner? Oh, shit. Ow. Ow. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ow, 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 ow. How was that not... Oh, there we go. Now it's gone internal. There's the head hit.
I'm hit.
75 and 70. You know what? You know what this is, don't we, folks? This is typical Capellan information gathering. This is a classic case of, it's okay, there's just a few mechs. I don't think you got much to worry about.
Committed.
I mean, we're not worrying. Are you worrying, Dave? Dave's not worrying. Dave's fine. Dave's actually quite, he's quite chillaxed about the entire situation. In fact, Dave was telling me that this mission would be so easy that if it wasn't a contract, Dave would be doing it himself. So we don't feel there's any worry. We rated it at 2.5 skulls out of 7. There goes my left arm. I know. I can't even remember if I had any good weapons there. It might have been the small lasers.
Got a weapon out.
But, yeah, Dave's not worried. And by extension, you shouldn't be worried either. Yeah, it's for small lasers. What? Oh, come on. At least give me a runaway angle that I can not have my back exposed to the enemy. There we go, that'll do. Oh yeah, the heavy the heavy hunchbacks that could tip over on uneven ground, yeah. That's indeed Hungarian. So you never trust a Capellan. Now they do have a habit of slightly misrepresenting the truth, don't they? I mean, yeah, we did say that, didn't we? Oh, we did tell you. Sorry. Game. Why am I locked to just you? Right, there we go. Sorry, it wouldn't switch over. There we go. It's like, yeah, we could tell you the truth, or just for shits and giggles, we'll tell you a bunch of fucking lies. God, I need a catapult. Or an awesome 8T. One of those two would be very, very nice.
Rolling.
Citizen Davidoff, morale and propaganda officer of the Capellan Confederacy Armed Forces. Yes. Oh, Dave, you funny fucker. Oh, Dave was just telling us that that the next mission will be even easier for the Capellan Confederation. Whee! It's raining mech. Right, you stay back there, you big horrible bastard, because I've got to deal with this Orion, because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, there we go. He's a tactician! And he's made a mistake. Because he just shot Godzilla. He's just shot the Diex of the Battletech world. Yeah, good old Diex. Fucking love a bit of Diex. What have you got there? You got a bit of Diex. Ooh, put Diex on telly.
Engaging.
Oh, I love a bit of that Diex. Oh, there you go. Get fucked, Phoenix Duck. You dead. You go down. Oh, the internal damage. Oh, the clanging ring of high explosive armor piercing round on metal, penetrating mech's internal structure, causing much damage. Oh, it can't help but make me feel a little bit warm inside, mainly because the heat sinks have been damaged and they're not venting properly, and now I'm probably going to cook inside my battle mech. Oh, but it was worth it. Oh, he got knocked down. Look at him, silly boy. He can't even stand up properly. Oh, and he bumped his noggin when he fell over. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, we might have to walk Mr. Krabs over to have a look, see how he's doing. Oh, he brings the pincers. They call them the clamps. Oh, apparently you can shoot him through wall. That's nice, isn't it? Let's try and blow off that side torso, because he's got a lot of weaponry there, and we don't really want him having them. Oh, there goes his left arm and his left torso. Oh, that's a fair amount of internal damage. That's probably not left him in grand space. But here comes 70 tonner. It could be, but it probably won't be, a Warhammer. Charger would be great in this game. Yeah. Charger would be nice. Let's just go crazy. Let's just go fucking balls to the wall. Absolutely. Why are you pointing that camera at me? How did you get into my bedroom? This is a breach of personal space. You know, let's just go mad. Let's have the good old Goliath in there, eh? Who wouldn't want a Goliath? 4 legs of walking tankdom. It'd be amazing. No, Stormcrow. No. It's the evolutionary form is Urban-Mech, Flashman, then Imp. It's one of those 3-stage evolutions of battle mechs. If the Annihilator is the Godzilla Battletech, does that mean their main production facility is the Seas of Luthien? Very well, there's a lot of radioactive material out there, so I've heard. So yeah, it very well could be the case.
Rolling.
Oh, the Crusader, yeah, with its SRM knee joints. Oh, there's a lot of good ideas. There's a lot of good mechs they could choose. They won't do them, of course, because I don't know. Whoever decides what mechs get in needs to be slapped round the ear hole, don't they? Yeah, it's called Rogue Tech and all that stuff, but do the mechs look like the mechs that are being represented in the game, or are we mainly just seeing a bunch of, you know, like, oh, we use the Trebuchet model, but it's this mech, honest, because I can't play it if it's like that. It's a whammer! Oh! Hello? Oh, hello! Oh! Oh, you're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful Warhammer. Oh, fuck, who's calling in shots? Who's calling in shots for the Thunderbolts LRM? Oh, he's a beautiful girl. Oh, you're a 6D version. Oh, you're the one without the machine guns and the SRM. Oh, you're a pretty girl. Oh, we're gonna have to shoot you in the head. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, we want that headshot. I don't think that was a head. Oh, it's a headshot. That's what we want. Oh, we're going to whack in everything we got for this one. Oh, yes, we are. Here we go. Bang. Missed. Whiffed. Yeah, we want the headshot. We're not going to get it. It's not like... I can't even get enough... realistically, I'm not even going to get enough spare parts to actually put the thing together. So I don't even know why I bothered. Yes, they have a bunch of custom models in Rogue Tech and are adding more all the time. Not all the mechs have custom models, but a lot do. Okay.
Commander,
It's a Venkman situation of, I've worked with better, but not many.
I'm there.
Well, it's good to see there are some other options out there. I'm still aiming for the head, of course. Because you hit everything but the head. Oh, CT destroyed. No, no, it's so sad to see a Warhammer die. It's like seeing Optimus Prime die every time.
Rolling.
Wait until it sees a Marauder, then runs away. You filthy bastard, the man. Warhammer's never run from Marauders. And any running that a Warhammer does involving a Marauder is usually toward it, to smash it into the ground, to prove its dominance. Because my experience of Rogue Tech was akin to getting locked into a BDSM club on Black Mamba Night. Oh, that's an image, isn't it? Oh, that's fucking grand. You know what?
Waiting for order.
I can focus here, Tim. Because last thing I want to do is run the mostly fucked up mech over the hill straight into the waiting arms of a Thunderbolt pilot who's grinning ear to ear like a fucking sex pest.
Target locked.
Target damaged.
Oh, right. Round of applause, everyone, for Darius. Round of applause, everybody. He's just informed us that the primary target, the one that we all knew was there, has just taken damage. Well, thank you, Darius. Thanks. I can see why it is that you earn the big bucks. You fucking box haircut motherfucker. I don't know why it is that we keep you around. You are the most useless EXO I've ever had the mispleasure of encountering. You
I'm here.
fucking shitheel. You've got no redeeming qualities. You steal the money. You steal all of the good Pepsi cans. You steal all the burgers. The burger sauce is always run out. You are a thief. That's what you are, Darius. And you're completely fucking useless. You don't know what it is you're talking about most of the time. You give us out-of-date information. You inform us that the client told us that the mission would be X difficulty, when in fact it was a lot fucking higher than that. Like this contract, for instance. You didn't inform us that it was going to have a 75 ton and a 70 ton, so you gave it 2.5 skull rating. Because you're a fucking dickhead. That's the problem with you, Darius. You're a dickhead. A big one at that. And I think everybody on the dropship will agree. You're just a massive spooge. Nobody likes you, Darius. And frankly, if it wasn't for the fact that,
Standing by.
that your mum is the one that actually, allowed you to get your job, and it also provides us with a fair amount of cakes. She's a mean baker. She makes some really nice cakes. Everyone would have thrown you out the fucking airlock a long time ago, Darius. So, you got to thank your mum for the fact that you're still alive, Darius. How's that feel? Eh?
I'm receiving you.
Your mum keeps you alive.
Affirmative.
Primary target's taking damage. Oh, there's that.
Enemy eliminated.
Hey, the classic Thunderbolt CT ammo explosion.
Mission successful.
Ah. Starscream. Every time, Kira. I'd have Starscream with my X out every single time. There's no real discussion to be had there. It's every single time it's Starscream. Who wouldn't want to hang out with Starscream? I mean, if you need to go to the shops quick, you can transform into a jet and you can get there fairly fucking fast, right? And let's be honest, Megatron does owe him a lot because, as we saw in Arrivals on Cybertron, he had to test those Energon cubes because Megatron hadn't tested them. He wouldn't have known if those Energon cubes were any good.
Standing by.
I mean, realistically, Megatron should have thanked him, but instead he kicked the shit out of him.
Receiving you.
This isn't a good way to engender, safety in the workplace. Starscream does get shit done. Let's face it, we're talking about a race of robotic alien life forms that have the ones that we encounter. Apparently, they've been alive fighting this war for millions of years. Not like a few years, millions of years. These things have been fighting this war for so long that honestly, are we really that shocked that Starscream doesn't get shit done? He's great, he's the best thing that can happen for the Decepticon course. He gets through like shit. 360,000, 1.1 million. Don't want to spend that much. The life of my crew isn't worth it. Oh, the gymnasium. There we go. That was +1 morale. Hydroponics. Oh, the library as well. The library's quite cheap. What else we got? Automation, yeah. Could do, yeah. Very much do. You know what? You can start reading some books while we travel to our new location. Which will be... Samira's going to tell us. There's a few different stories. The original cartoon had it that they were created by an organic species originally from. The cartoon suggested it was the Quintessons, but that I think most people kind of ignore that because it's too shit a write up, to be honest. Others are that, as Kira says, robot space gods. The planet itself is a transformer. It's a god. That's called Cybertronus, and there's the dark alter half of him, which is Unicron, and there's a few other, like the moons around Cybertron are also Transformers as well, and that Cybertron itself creates a basically slivers from its own spark, its own internal sort of self core. I don't know how you want to describe it. Sort of split off, and that's what creates the life and the unique personality of each Transformer. And for a time, all was well, and they lived happily, and then then basically shit descended. And in some of the comics, there's also a suggestion. I've seen stuff that says that they basically they form in a vat. There's a spark, and then like the raw materials just kind of coalesce around it, and they start to form into a Cybertronian. And then they kind of born in the sense that they sort of gain awareness, and then they choose a form that they can transform into. That sounds more ridiculous. Well, the Quintessons idea was kind of stupid as well, because it was supposed to be like, oh, they built them and then they rebelled and that was all the rest of it. But you gotta remember that the Quintessons are like a weird squid race that were introduced in the film, in the original animated film, and they were just shit. They're also supposed to be the only thing that brought Optimus Prime back to life, which I also completely disagree with. Prime never died. The one I've always been confused about is why there would be male and female Transformers, because it's not like they get it on. But apparently they have relationships. I mean, Prime had a girlfriend when he was called Orion Pax, Elita 1. But that's where we sit with that one. Would be better if they had to pick a better race. Than hence having squid people. Ah. This sounding more like the final form of the class. No, it's like Sunstreaker and Sideswipe are supposed to be an example of a spark that splits and creates twins. And that's why they're brothers. It's weird. So I've read a few different explanations about where they come from, and none of them are really, I think, 100% satisfactory. It's a Transformer porn. I just don't understand why some of them do that. It's strange. It's fucking weird. We're working for the Capellans again. Here we go. Oh no, Keystone's still out for a bit. How long? Fucking Keystone. I didn't check this. I thought she'd be 3 days. All right. 2, 1, go. There we go. Day before the financial report. Like, they've been pushing a character called I think it's called Windblade or Wingblade quite hard, and basically somebody came up with a female Autobot who basically like tried to make hot geisha robot. It's just like, and they've put like a huge emphasis on Wingblade being this new major character of the Autobots. So it's just, I'm not buying it. Oh, Rocket, I got to ask, what do you think of the Huron Warrior, and what does McCracken think of it? Really like it myself, since having a Gauss come over video PPC is hilarious. Personally, for me, I've not really had an issue with the Huron Warrior. I always thought it was one of those very quirky mechs visually, but the build is perfectly fine. My brother finds it hilariously dumb looking because of the big frill on its head. And McCracken likes big balls. He likes himself a big gun, so he's not really going to be too bothered, I imagine. McCracken is a big fan of, the bigger the guns, the better. I mean, you should have seen it. The day he saw a Fafnir, he nearly passed out. And that was mainly because of the amount of blood that was rushing to the, where. It was insane. I mean, it was embarrassing, but we managed to get him out there without, too many people realizing that he was starting to have some kind of blood-related issues. So yeah, luckily McCracken wasn't exposed at that particular day. He was exposed, later in the year when he was found, trying to impress that stewardess. But shit, I shouldn't have talked about that. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble now. Yeah, Prime, what are you doing with that nozzle? I'm just topping off my coolant, yeah. Well, I mean, we blame a lot of things on McCracken's age, but I mean, it doesn't excuse a lot of his, his antics. Yeah, he's a bit of a. Some would say he's a liability. He likes to think of himself as a space cowboy. His words. What the hell did you miss, Doomsday? As Kiro says, the usual. Also, I've been on the Perseus Omnimac. It's alright. I've not really had much of an issue with some people. I've encountered a few people who actually have an odd opinion of things like Innisphere Omnis. I don't know why, because I've always found them to be quite interesting. It's also a logical jump for the Innisphere tech. But yeah, basically Omnimac Orion. Yeah, it makes sense. And Christ, it's well armed, isn't it, in its primary config? Ultra 10, LRM 20 with Artemis, SRM 4 with Artemis, medium pulse, 4 ER mediums, ER small. The ER small, I always love the throwaway basic weapon at the end that's just there for... just like, oh, there's that infantryman over there.
Commander?
Can somebody just fry this little guy? Have I seen that Netflix as a Transformers series? Can't remember the name. The name just that YouTube keeps showing an advert for it now and then. I haven't watched it. Kiro's watched it. I haven't actually gotten around to watching it yet. I need to. My problem is that it might be that I have a chronic addiction to computer gaming, and that generally I'm not really off the PC once it's on during the day. I need to personally find a method of not really being on the computer all the time. I could do shit like paint miniatures I've been intending to paint for a long time.
Copy that, Commander.
Especially now that Kitty's got sort of the spare room set up for painting stuff. I'd like to start getting on for painting some of my Star Wars Legion minis, which I have a lot of, and Battletech minis, which I have a fair number of, and Marvel Crisis Protocol minis, which I have a fair number of, and Slay Industries minis, which I've got a few of, and the list just keeps going, really. Ow, 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 motherfucker.
I'm taking some serious hits.
Ferrosol. Now, if you want to talk about garbage Omnimax, you need to talk about the Strider. Well, there's also the Blackjack Omni as well. I never got the idea of making existing mechs into Omnimax. So I just thought the Innisphere ones that were originals were better than what they basically came up with. And I was like, oh, what if we take a Firestarter and make it an Omnimac? Why? Let's face it though, best Innisphere Omnimac, Sunder. Pornhub isn't gaming. Well, now you tell me, Naman. It's fine. It's not terrible. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, plenty of Omnimacs in the Innisphere side are perfectly workable. That was one of the things I really appreciated about MechWarrior 3 was the fact that they actually had Innisphere Omnis, which made sense really. Let's see. So you get one AC-10. Bravo, you're gonna get 2. Charlie, you get 1. Alpha, you get a medium laser. Bravo, you get... Oh, no. No. Okay, right. Alpha, you get the medium lasers. And just to really fuck up the aiming, we go C, B, B, C, A, 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 A. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully dead. Nope, fuck my life. Okay. There's B. B gets a couple of internal damage shots. And C... whiffed one, took the other. Not a bad round of firing. Yeah, Adaman is kind of seen as an upgrade, but it is also considered an entirely new mech at the same time. It's weird the way they work it. They also visually slightly change as well, because the Blackjack Omni doesn't look like a normal Blackjack, as an example. So yeah, it's a bit different the way they work them.
Order acknowledged.
Obviously, with the clans, they tried to do a different thing with them. They tried to create protomechs, but the downside was that protomechs just look like, well, crap. Unfortunately, it makes some sense creation-wise. The idea of having a kind of hybrid battle armor / battle mech. It's in the midpoint between the two. I understand that. But the bit that didn't work was that they just look shite. The design of them was really poor. Unfortunately. They could have done better.
Orders. Commander?
I needed to have picked more targets with multi-target. Oh well. They did try to go like kind of animalistic, furry type thing with the Omnimech designs. I don't think we need all of this firepower for that. I think just the SRMs and the small should finish them off. I mean, the small lasers probably would have done it, but we had to make sure.
Enemy eliminated.
I don't see, to be honest, for Assault, I don't think the clans cared enough, clan players cared enough to use protomechs. There's supposed to be this idea that, like, Smoke Jaguar in its last desperate days to remain relevant came up with this new tech, and it just looked bad. I'm not quite sure, honestly, what other logical step you take from a game design perspective. It's when it's sort of like, okay, so we've got Battle Mechs, and then we've got Omni Mechs. What new mech do we make now? So I understand it must have been tough. Protomech? Protomech also sounds like something that was before Battle Mechs, doesn't it? Doesn't really sound like like something that should be the next logical step. Boom, 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 boom. Hey Totty, this live stream is brought to you by Mammoth Pale. Has your world been bombed to the Stone Age? Why not get by eating like a caveman with Mammoth Pale?
I'm here.
Yeah, I gotta say that Mammoth Pale is decent stuff.
Target.
Destroyed. Destroyed.
Target down. Standing by.
Explore. Explore. Repair. Repair. Imagine the invasion of Huntress when they use protos in a desperation. Sir, I think we stumbled upon a furry convention. Kill him! Kill him with fire! But execute Order 66 kind of thing.
Taking the shot.
Very difficult to hit the right torso with the angle I'm at, but I actually got some missiles in there. Wow.
Scored a critical hit.
Crit the LRM-15.
Commander. Ordnance received.
The best Omnis are those taken from dead clanners cold earthing. Indeed, Tarnfall. Indeed. Never a truer word spoken.
That hit something good.
As we know, the only good clanner is a dead clanner. Would you like to know what to do more? Dun, 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 dun.
Engaging target.
Oh yeah, if I do suddenly have to go away AFK for a second, it will be because there is a delivery for the bro arriving.
I'm there.
So apologies if that happens. If there is a brief time of dead air. Which was not my favourite level of Left 4 Dead. And
Target down.
what's he having delivered today, you may be wondering? Well, he decided to splurge, and he bought himself a 4TB Western Digital Blue SSD. Because he's a madman. Oh no, Frun, no, that hot sauce actually hasn't ripped through my my sphincter just yet, but it's probably planning on it. Bro's finally getting his new mech arm. Hungarian aside, I just wish the Innisphere had destroyed the other clans like they did the Smoke Jaguars. Logically, I think it would have made some sense. I mean, logically, it would have made sense that they would have pushed the invading clans out of Innisphere space, because why they suddenly just decide to go like, oh yeah, the Smoke Jaguars and the Ghost Bears, and the Wolves and the Ghost Bears and the J Falcons, they can keep that territory they took from us. Realistically, you would have thought that the new Star League Reformed would have gone, nah, fuck that. We're taking our shit back. But instead they apparently don't. They just like go, yeah, okay. Right, I want to go to the store. Don't know why I didn't just click the store button there. I know there were people bouncing up and down. Rich, why did I click store? And I do apologise for this. That was a brief moment of insanity on my part. We're not too far off. 7.2 million. I don't want to buy a second Annihilator though. I'm in the market for something a bit different. Why the fuck is the Marauder 2R 17.6 million compared to a King Crab? I mean, the King Crab Quad Zero, 2 AC-20s, obviously LRM-15, large laser. Marauder 2R, AC-5, 2 ERP. Oh, that's why. That's fucking why. Double heat sinks, Lance Command Module, lots of double heat sinks. There we go. That's the fucking reason. That's the ticket. That's what they're going to do. They're going to punch your ticket. Hello, dear boy. Yes, we're here to punch your ticket. That's what Mother used to say. She used to say, they'll punch your ticket. Yes, get your ticket out so they can be punched. That's what it'd say. There we go. Don't leave me alone, Mother. No, son. Come here. Let me punch your ticket. 816,000 on a battle in the desert. Oh, yeah. This one is also highly suspect. 1,020,000 maximum. Recently, however, news has trickled in from remote regions of the planet as enemy forces hiring regional transportation. Eyewitness reports describe very old mechs and colours from the conflict long since ended. You are now to show these old mech that the war is over. Yeah. Let's fucking expect this to be a shit show. Well, Rocket, like my family, they couldn't get along. They couldn't get along long enough to finish the clans off. They started yelling at each other and throwing shit at the Capellans. That's true, Cannibal Penguin. They did. That is what happened there. The Fedcom Civil War storyline, yeah, it's, to be honest, for me, Battletech ends after. I have my own version of how I would have ended the Battletech storyline, and then I would have started to fit stuff in there, plugging gaps, creating other little conflicts and stuff historically, more source books on different eras. But for me, it ends. Word of Blake rise up on Terra. There's the big fight. Terra falls. Comstar, the Comguard with the Star League reunited as a symbolic act, just like the Amaris War of the past. They form and they head back and they defeat the Word of Blake on Terra. They wipe them out, and that would have been the end. In fact, maybe even a united front of Clan and Innisphere going back to rescue Mother Earth from this dangerous group that are all a bunch of religious fanatic psychopaths. And it would have been maybe this sliver of hope that there could have been a new united humanity. That's what the Word of Blake ended up doing. That's what it could have been, and that's what. And after they got pushed off, you have an open universe. Then you say to the GMs, what happens after that is entirely up to you. The Word of Blake still exist. Is there a second clan invasion? Does the Innisphere fall back into another vicious set of succession wars? All of those kind of things could then be explored by the GM and the players. And you could still make new books. I'm not saying you couldn't. You could make books that would detail other conflicts, like some tech advancements as they were going along. maybe you could push the timeline a little bit forward, introduce some new tech, maybe just update what happened to some NPCs, factions, that kind of thing. But the larger overall story, you then just leave it like that for players to keep going.
Commander?
Instead, they went with this weird shit where the Word of Blake are like the fucking Empire in Star Wars, where the Emperor apparently had them all dancing on the strings, and then the jihad shit, and it's just stupid. The whole thing is really bad. And I can't, personally, just cannot stand any of the jihad era stuff. I know why they did it. They obviously went, well, we need to reset the universe to a time of war. We need to get it back to when, you know, all of the factions were shooting shit out of each other. And we don't really know how to do that, so we need another big bad guy to kind of create, you know, chaos and destruction in the Ionosphere. Oh, Word of Blake, there we go. There's a schism. And but how did they get all this stuff? How did they build up so quick? Why is it that they've got nukes all of a sudden? Why isn't it that no one has any kind of, you know, equipment to deal with nukes firing at worlds? I know there's some edge cases. It fucking annoys me. It's just a huge waste of time. Townfault, my way to end the Battletech storyline is the Ionosphere finally realised that aircraft can drop bombs from several miles out at 30,000 feet and proceed to just bomb the planets. Well, yes, that is a much more logical approach, indeed. Much like Pacific Rim, where like rather than building a giant robot to punch the monster to death, you spend all the money that it would have taken to build the giant robot, and you build like millions of small aircraft that could just very rapidly shoot the monster to death with just hundreds of thousands of rounds and missiles and shit that would eventually kill it. Which would make more sense. But it doesn't look as cool. So, you know, rule of cool. As we know, that's the thing with Battletech. It always gets away with it. Rule of cool. So the Turian Concordat late timeline is really just wanting to merge the TC and the Calderon Protectorate.
Warning. Armor low.
Standing by.
Well, you know, you have a hobby, haven't you? See, I still don't get why Catalysts haven't done really much with the periphery. There's loads of stuff that you can do with the periphery, and they just kind of, I don't know, just kind of ignored it all. There's a lot of fertile material, I think, there. That you can basically introduce all kinds of new stuff, lost worlds like that weren't on any maps for a long time. You know, gear like that you can suddenly introduce. If you need to expand it, if you want to go further out into the deep periphery and explain that there are these other locations. Ow, I'm taking a lot of damage to the Annihilator, and I'm not really showing much in return for it at the moment. And that's another 65 ton. I suspect it's another catapult. Oh fuck. Ow, oh no. Structure exposed on an Annihilator. Yeah, you know what? I'm withdrawing from this one. Fuck that. Way too much damage too quick. I'll take the rep hit. I don't give a shit with the Capellans. I'd rather keep my mechs intact. Yeah, Ferrisol, they are terrible designs, like giant walking mechs that could be seen from a huge distance away that air and artillery could easily destroy. But as you say, big stompy robots are fun, and there's a reason they've endured so long in you know, pop culture, because people enjoy watching big robots like smack 7 shades of shit out of each other. It's just, yeah, enjoyable for that reason. What's this? What's there? It's on the border with their systems of weldry, and the pirates are active there, so we might be able to get better quality contracts, or better paying contracts. Yeah, the WizKids decision to go with Dark Age, and I don't know why they made the Dark Age thing. It was so bad. Travelers in need. We'll give them some medical supplies. Hey, Papa Schlumpf, how you doing? Yeah, Tortuga would be interesting as a little. There's all these places that would be great as locations to use as narrative jump-off points as well, especially for players. If you wanted to have a case where the players are a bunch of dispossessed mech warriors who end up being strong-armed into working for some pirates out of Tortuga, and eventually what the players decide to do they jump ship the first chance they get to try and escape their sort of captors, being forced to be like, frontline shock troops attacking a Taurian location, or are they gonna try to work their way up the ranks of the pirate group, maybe get themselves the opportunity to pilot some mechs themselves, that kind of thing. And that'd be fun. Ooh. 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 Hello there. I didn't see him. Name's Rocket. And your name? Awesome. Wow. Well, it's nice meeting you. And you cost how much? Oh, it's very affordable. Yeah. Foreclosures. See, I can get close to 1 million if I just take the cash on this mission. I may as well. Fuck the salvage. Let's just do this for the cash. It's a cheap mission because it's for the pirates. I get fuckload. After reading about the reunification war, you want a game about with the Starling and Periphery campaign. Exactly, Hungarian sir. There's loads of little things that happen throughout the history of Battletech that they have never really done any kind of books for that detail exactly what happened. The first book of the what's it called now? It came into the Historical Liberation of Terra. The first book deals with some of the reunification war, but doesn't give you any kind of campaign rules to play it. It just explains it a bit more. They're both good books. They're definitely ones I'll use for future Lore Warriors, especially about for Lore Warrior campaign. Because the next Lore Warrior campaign, which I want to make over the Christmas break period, when we're not doing Friday streams for a bit, is I'm going to put together Operation Klondike as a Lore Warrior campaign. Because at the moment I've only got the one, which is too cute. But I do want to do a few more like that. And Klondike I thought was a good choice because, if the first one was about how the clans were defeated, then having the one about how the clans were created, I think was a nice logical step.
Coordinates received.
Right. Let's see. Where's the light mechs? Yeah, Klondike is a really good book. I used it for the Shogun Lore Warrior that I put up last night, and same for the next one, the next mech after that. Yeah, Wars of Reaving is another good one. I don't want all of the Lore Warrior campaign stuff to almost exclusively focus on clan stuff, though they do have some good narrative flair to them, obviously. So I would like to do ones about some of the Inner Sphere specific conflict. If I can get enough material out of things like the Brush Wars. Alright, see you from. Have a good day at school. But the Brush Wars, some of the Periphery conflicts, stuff like that, and anything I can kind of wring out of those kind of materials, I'd love to be able to do.
Copy that, Commander.
But you got other clan in sphere conflicts. Battle for Coventry, for instance, is a good book. I know there's a good Wolf's Dragoon ones out there as well. So there's a few good campaign books. Battle of Luthien is another good one.
Standing by. I'm there.
Battle of Luthien, one of my favourite parts in that is where the former coordinator of the Curitans, he just charges his mech with his honor guard, all these old mech warriors. They just literally run down a hill toward the clans, and the sheer momentum of their mechs added with the weight, they literally just stomp some of the clan mechs into the mud. As part of the description says that some of the mechs were found several feet under the mud with the pilots having suffocated inside. It's pretty fucking grim way to go, but it was a great way of sort of highlighting the ferocity of the Curitan pilots as they just plowed straight into the enemy. It sounded fucking cool. Oh, the Operation Guerrero. Yeah, Ferrosol. There's a few little quirky ones in there. I need to go back through all the list and find all the campaign source books so I know which ones I can sort of pick and choose from. Let's try and help that, because as we know with these missions, as soon as you hit the enemy, they stop focusing on the base buildings and start firing at you. So that'll help the trebuchet over there and do a bit of damage to the locust, which ain't too bad. Oh yeah, of course you're having that issue with the Elite Dangerous stuff where it'll let you install the game but it won't let you log into it with the account. It is a bit weird, yeah, the way Frontier accounts work. I gave up on Elite, to be honest, because I just got kind of bored with the gameplay loop.
Confirmed.
I didn't really feel like much was happening for me in the universe, personally. It felt kind of, I don't know, hollow.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Looks great. Has some very atmospheric stuff. Like encountering Thargoids and stuff, that was really cool, and they definitely carried a lot of that atmosphere very well. Finding like the ghost ships and some of the eerie locations on moons, but I don't know, it never held me that long, sadly. Dead Phoenix Hawk.
Enemy eliminated.
Right. Yeah, Townfault, yeah, the sheer weighted numbers of the inner sphere definitely is the key factor.
Commander?
Where'd that locust go? Is he over here now? Oh, he's hiding down there. What's he doing down there? What's he doing down there? You funny little locust. Excuse me, enemy Lance, I just need to go kill your friend. Yes, you keep firing at the buildings.
Our go.
It's faster paced in that regard, but I think Star Citizen has the potential to offer you more gameplay options. The one thing that I really, really wish, though I don't think they'll do it with Star Citizen, that you can do in Elite Dangerous is you can play with just your friends, or just in like a solo, kind of like a solo closed off experience. I don't really know if I can't really subscribe to the idea that Star Citizen is a scam, because unless there's some kind of incredible end goal here, I don't really see what all of the effort would go into making several studios across different parts of the world, hiring a bunch of people and making the game really achieves in the end, maybe to get away with a few $1 million. And it's certainly not like Chris Roberts couldn't have just gotten that cash just by going to any dev and saying, hey, I want to make a new Wing Commander game, because I'm sure there'd be a publisher out there that would throw money at him to make Wing Commander whatever.
But that hurt.
That's not to say that Star Citizen definitely isn't having issues with, you know, getting shit out the door, but I suppose when they are building a lot of new software and tech, I guess that's part and parcel of the whole process, really.
I'm here.
But I understand the criticism of it. I totally fucking disagree with the pricing of ships. Like, bringing out a new ship and charging people hundreds of dollars is fucking ridiculous. I don't like War Thunder's €60 vehicle packs. I'll never pay €60 for a vehicle pack in that game. I sure as shit I'm never going to pay over $50 for a fucking spaceship in Star Citizen. I think that is completely stupid, and I think people who are willing to pay them exorbitant fees, including up to $1,000 for an Idris, is a bit fucking mental. I know the argument is, well, it's their money, they can do what they want, but honestly, stop paying that much money into it. It's fucking crazy. It is really, really stupid, in my opinion. But you know, I can't stop those people, but I do genuinely think it is a bit of a crazy decision.
Full throttle.
And they've had lots of other problems. And trust me, the people who are part of, you know, the cult, let's say, as some people call them, give them a really hard time anyway. They give those people plenty of shit about the fact that they say, oh, Squadron 42, we're going to have an update. Don't worry, there's an update coming about Squadron 42. No update happens for a long fucking time. And they get a lot of shit for it, quite rightly. Because they shouldn't be saying stuff like that if they don't actually have a plan. To get into Star Citizen, it's about $40. No man. If you just want to have an account that you can log in and play on the servers anytime, it's one of the starter ship packs for about 40 to 45 bucks. It's not a huge cost. The problem is that there's the after cost of things, because what Star Citizen has done really, really well is they've created a fantastic system of haves and have-nots. Because there are ships that have tons of potential of what you can do with them, and people become very competitive about what ships they own and what others don't own, because they also have some ships that are limited time, only available for a short amount of time, stuff like that. So you've got this competition running between people, trying to get all the best ships. And there are some people out there who are collectors. They've bought every ship in Star Citizen. It's insane. Oh, Cannibal Penguin. Yeah, Varg's little girl arrived a couple of weeks ago, and she's doing well. In fact, I think Varg is going to be on the Among Us stream tomorrow. I think possibly with the little babby in tow, so... Also, I do have to agree with the comment made by YouTube about Among Us. It's like the easiest fucking game to stream. It's like no effort needed, basically. It's a fun game to play, but I completely understand. It's like it's a godsend for a lot of people who have been stuck with content. Not for me, because to be honest, every time we try to come up with something to play on a Friday, we're like, oh, what the fuck are we going to stream?
Waiting for orders. Take this.
But yeah, on Star Citizen front, yeah. I don't think the game is gonna suddenly stop and it'll be revealed as an evil scam. Ha ha ha! Mustache twirl. I just think the game is just gonna take a long time to finish, because there's a lot of firsts. in the system. And if they get it working,
I'm receiving.
if they get it actually up and running, I think it'll put a lot of other publishers on notice, because it's shit that they've had the funds to be able to make for a long time. They've chosen not to. And if they, if they're as successful as they project themselves to be, it could be one of those space games that a lot of people play for a very, very, very long time. What's this time for? Reminds me of my 2-year-old nephew seems to really like the look of aircraft, and they do a lot of flight sim, so if he ends up being a pilot, I'll be 0% surprised. Farasol, the only MMO I'm into at the moment is Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, my experience of MMOs has been a mixed one,
Ordinance received.
to say the least. The first MMO I was ever involved in was fucking Lineage 2. Oh, Lineage 2. Hateful experience.
Confirmed.
Look back at it now and wonder why. Why did I get involved? One of those hardcore Korean MMOs where it was all about PvP, PKing, the strong survive, blah blah blah, this, that and the other. Get good, motherfucker. I mean, we played it back in the days where, your internet wasn't amazing, and there were only North American servers, so you couldn't get into any PvP with somebody who was on the NA servers because their ping was better and they'd just kill you. So that was always annoying. The game was brutally hard. The grind was ridiculous. The mobs were OP.
All right.
The punishment for being killed by a mob, especially at a time when their servers weren't great as well, so you'd have lag. You could drop gear, which was horrible. Like, oh, did you just get killed by that monster? Oh, well, and your gear fell on the floor. Oh, and somebody else can pick it up. Oh, and they probably won't give it back to you because it's a dog-eat-dog world. It was fucking horrible. I hated every fucking second of it when I look back on it. Lineage 2 was shit. The Bro and Kit, I loved it. They didn't do any of that shit. Oh, Fair Assault. City of Heroes. I did play City of Heroes, and every time I played City of Heroes, I had people who bitched at me. I really enjoyed the game. Me and Kitty played it, but the number of times I'd have people fucking screaming at me because I didn't have an optimized build. I just wanted to play Iron Man. That's all I did. I just made a tech hero who had a robot suit. I just try and play Iron Man every single time. He's not even my favourite superhero. I just thought he was the easiest one I could make a facsimile of. So yeah, Iron Man. And there'd always be someone who's like, "Oh my god, your build's so optimized. Ah, you're ruining it for everybody." It's like, fuck, we're just beating up minions.
Copy that, Commander.
Well, the other time I played it, I made an ice character called Blizzard, and then someone was screaming at me that I was just ripping off DC. Oh yeah, I'd get loads of shit.
Engaging target.
You go into the arena thing for just a knockabout, like PvP match or something, just for funsies. I'd get like a few kills, and then someone, like, I remember someone saying like, "You're the worst player in the game I've ever seen." it's that I just purposely played worse because, well, at that point it's funny. I'll admit, I'm not the best at games. I'm not the best at this game, as I've been informed in the comments on the videos. It's not the best Battletech play in the world. But you know what? If you enjoy it, what's the problem? Personally,
Ordinance received.
I know there's an optimal way to play computer games. There always is. Developers put those systems in for people to become better at playing the games. But to be honest, I've never really been much for that kind of meta playing. I always feel that trying to play games in the most optimized way just kind of drains a lot of the creativity that the devs put in. The first game I encountered that with was Guild Wars. I remember they had so many classes, so many skills, and when it got to the end game content, there was 4 classes that everyone played, and all those classes had to run the exact same build. So there was I used to play some of the others, like I played the I think it was the Assassin class from the first Guild Wars expansion, the Cantham one. And my character apparently couldn't be used. My character was unusable, so there was no place for me in the parties, or I'd play one of the African characters from the third expansion. I forget what they were called now. Unfortunately they threw a spear. It was rather unfortunate. But they had like all kinds of abilities to buff allies, and they could set enemies on fire, and they could like cause debuffs and stuff like that. But there was no place for that class. Going back to your earlier comments on, yes, a few years back, yeah, they were very kind of bare bones. They've built up. They've got a studio in Germany, a studio not far from where I live, actually, in Manchester, in the UK. I'm not saying I live in Manchester or near it. It's not that far from me. They've got 2 in America. I know they've got one in California. I think there's another studio. So yeah, they've got at least 3 or 4 studios set up around the world now, and the German one I think has a lot of ex-Crytek developers in it. Fucking nerve in my hand. Go away. No man, what do you mean you haven't spent days going through spreadsheets to min-max, then play the game the way every time like real gamers? Yeah, exactly. Oh, no man, have you gotten the Eldari expansion for Relic, Gladius, sorry, 40k? Because I'm interested in picking that up. Yeah, Sean, you're right. There's always those players who need to win so much that nothing else matters. Yeah, that's true. They need the win. No matter the cost. Do. You got the touch. You got the power. Oh, battle. Urban. Magistracy of Canopus is this far out. What are they doing out here? I need to play more Gladius, to be honest, man. I got the Tau and a couple of the smaller expansions recently, so the only ones I don't have now are the Eldar and I think the Nids. But I'm not that big a fan of the Nids anyway. Do. Oh yeah, Kevin Penguin, like people who hack Fall Guys just to win. Yeah, luckily that's kind of been expunged now because they've got the anti-cheat stuff running pretty well. The Magistracy's looking for candidates to be cat girls. Yeah. Ah, the urban maps. They always take the longest to load. Our intelligence confirms a lance of Canopian military units engaged in maneuvers on Ward, within a region we control. This is an aggressive action, and Capellan operations are at risk as long as this lance is allowed to move unimpeded. Hunt them down and eliminate them. So I've been playing a lot of Marvel Avengers since it came out, really. And if anyone's been following news about that game, there's been some horror stories about it, like 96% player drop on the Steam version. But of course they never tell you about what's going on with the console version, because I've got mine on the PlayStation 4. And shit seems to be healthy over there. And stuff like that. It's kind of funny. It's what I remember when MechWarrior Online was in its early days, and I remember people then saying like, "Oh, the game will be dead in about 6 months." And it's this weird thing now where you get a lot of people who just come out the woodwork to start saying, "Game's dead. Game's dead." What? It only came out recently. Game's dead. Nah, it's dead. I'm an expert. I can project what's gonna happen. Game's dead. Why is the game dead? No, because I said so. Do you have any actual like financial evidence or just anything to back up this claim? Nah, game's dead. That's what I've been saying about Marvel's Avengers the whole time. Game's dead. There's no content in like 2 months. Game's dead. What? Sorry, there had to be content out like the like new characters and stuff had to start coming out within the first month. What the fuck? Game's dead. That's all I've been hearing. And now today there's going to be a basically a dev video that's showing off the first new character they're adding, which will be, if not this week, it'll be next. But apparently dead game. If fucking MechWarrior can survive 8 years on its very limited content, I'm pretty sure a game like Marvel Avengers can live.
Standing by. I'm here. Confirmed.
Oh, which game you hope dies Ferrosol, given the crap they pulled? Like MWO or Marvel's Avengers, sorry. Also, playing as Zelda starts the game with webway portals across the map. You can take control of them with influence and move units between them, playing with a smaller but more mobile army. Oh, right. Yeah, that's quite different. Avengers. I haven't finished all the game, to be honest. All the track and stuff. I'm still unlocking all the bits for Captain America, I think. I know a lot of the development got slowed down on Avengers because some of the staff, their houses were burnt down in the California wildfires. And now they're having to do their work from hotel room. Can't imagine it's much fun.
Commander. Coordinates received.
Oh right, you took the portals into City Rex. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I might have to grab that expansion on the sly at some point. I was just playing Avengers and I was thinking, you know what would be really good? I'd love a Transformers G1 game that played like Avengers. Man, being able to fucking slap around Decepticons as like Prime and Ironhide and all that.
Engaging target.
Transforming, driving across the map to the next location, beating the shit out of more Decepticons. That'd be fun.
Critical damage detected.
It should be a knockdown. It just got hit by 4 AC-10s. No, but Rocket, the game's dead. You can't be playing it. I don't know. I don't know why people want games to die. I don't know why they want that.
System holding.
I don't get this idea. If the game was made by Digital Homicide, yeah, fuck them. But if it was made by a group of people who are at least trying to make a good game. Armed Forces of the Federated Suns. Oh, now it makes sense. Yeah, MechWarrior 2 Mercs would be... I'd love a remaster of that game. Well, that'd be fucking cool. Burgers are typically made by horrible people. Well, no. First, I'm genuinely interested. What is it that's like that they've done that's been quite horrible about it? Sorry, because I haven't been following a lot of the sort of the media around it in the sense of what's been happening on Reddit and stuff like that. So I'm interested in what it is that they may have done or said. Because from what I can tell, there's a lot of people who are upset with them because of content being slow to come out, but then I can see reasonable issues why it was slowed down. The monetization. Okay, right. I agree that the store in Marvel Avengers is really bad for the case that the costumes are shit. There's nothing worth buying in that at all. Those costumes are really bad. I completely agree there, and there really isn't much there. I do like the takedowns, don't get me wrong, those takedown animations are cool. Being able to drop kick a robot across the floor as Captain America is a hell of a lot of fun. But yeah, the costumes and the charging money for the little the nameplates and shit, it's completely stupid. And the emotes as well, they're not worth it. I think the gameplay overall is very good though. The combat's very fluid. Graphics are very nice. Not, absolutely spectacular, but good enough. You pay £60 for the game, and then what? £10 for the battle pass for a character. Yeah, I'll have to see how this works when Kate Bishop arrives, but it's supposed to be this thing where you, what was it now? If you have enough of the credits from the the passes for the 6 characters in the base game. You can use those to buy her battle pass, and then by the time you finish hers, you'll have earned all of that plus a little bit more back. I'll have to see how that works. Don't worry about the other locust, everybody. The Annihilator is going to kill that with the medium lasers while it fires ACs at one of these guys up the street. Don't worry.
Waiting for orders.
It's just because he's the only one who's got any kind of split. Well, good and bad. Borderlands broke a lot of the fourth wall. 4 DLC that, yes, some of it could have just been in the game at release plus 2 takedowns, 4 seasonal limited events, and not just charging for head and skin or guns, all in the first year. Oh yeah, the Epic Store thing. Well, as we know, Epic is a whole other beast, isn't it? It's a whole different squiggly beast. Is the Epic Store. And the Epic exclusivity shit. I think the problem you're going to have, Ferrisol, is that more and more games are going to do this with the monetization, because a lot of people are just willing to pay it. You know, I agree. Free-to-play games can have the monetization because they need it, obviously, to actually continue to be a functional company. But yeah, you're going to see more and more people, I think, are just becoming more conditioned to be accepting of it. Look at brain will work in a minute. Fortnite's had a great example of how you can create a system like a battle pass and get people used to the idea of just paying for a rotational monthly subscription fee without calling it a subscription fee. But look at the great rewards you can get. And of course, full price paid games are going to start doing the same thing. Oh, if we just offer the season pass. You don't have to. Hey, you don't have to buy the season pass. But we're just saying, there's some really nice stuff in that battle pass you might want. We're just going to put it over there. I mean, Dead by Daylight, it's got a battle pass. They don't call it a battle pass, but that's essentially what it is. You buy into it, there's a premium track and a free track. That's a full price game. Well, not a full price game, but you do have to buy it to play it. It's becoming the norm, unfortunately. And I think we're going to see more and more games do it as time goes on. As new releases come out, that kind of thing, so... yeah, unfortunately, I think that shit's here to stay. But we can look. Ferrisol, you can thank Fortnite for creating the Battle Pass editor. You can thank fucking PUBG for pushing that as well in a full price title. You can thank NBA games, FIFA, all those for having full price and then asking you to pay more on top. And unfortunately, too many fucking people are just happy to go, yeah, gimme. Fucking fine, yeah, I've already paid full price. How much? Oh, I bought the Collector's Edition. I bought the Ultimate Edition. Is there a Season Pass? Oh yeah, I need more. Yeah, perhaps owning a copy of a game will be a thing of the past. That's the problem. These companies know it's like the small number of people who will... as you say, that don't vote, who vote with a wallet by not paying. You don't have an effect now. There's too many people now who are just happy to pay it. Unfortunately, they'll just go, yeah, okay, I don't care, I enjoy it.
Taking the shot.
It's not exactly the same, but I remember having a similar thing where there was a guy in Tor, who he'd played a lot of MechWarrior Online. And for some reason, when MechWarrior 5 had moved to Epic, after all of that shit, after all the lies, all the bollocks that was given to us about the reason they did it, people still worked under the logic, oh, I'm still going to buy MechWarrior 5 because I haven't had a MechWarrior game for X number of years. Even though it was made by PGI, who they know can't make a good MechWarrior game. MechWarrior Online is a great example of it. And yet, people were still willing to buy MechWarrior 5. Because that's how fucking desperate they were to have a MechWarrior game with a number after it. I know, I don't understand it. But there we have it. People are they'll just buy any old shit now. They'll pay for it. As Hungarian Soldier said, different editions. They can get away with that shit now, can't they? You know, it's not. It used to be pre-order bonuses, and now it's editions. Do you want the digital deluxe edition, or do you want the bog standard edition? Oh, which version of the game did you get? Did you get the one with the season pass included, the gold edition, or the super digital deluxe edition, or the ultimate collector's edition? Oh, you just got the. Oh, you got the normal edition? Ugh. I mean, yeah, it's all right, I guess. But did you not get the? Did you not get the bonuses for having the super edition? Oh, you didn't. Oh wow. I mean, yeah, it's all right, I suppose. I mean, I got the collector's edition because I'm the real fan of the game. Yeah. That's how they're working it now. They want people to start like feeling bad that they didn't buy the super deluxe digital edition. Because that's where all the cool shit is. That's where you get your pre-order skins. You have the best looking like vehicle or gun or character skin or whatever the fuck you want to be. No, to go overheat my annihilator. Stop it. Oh, he's not overheated yet. He's gonna overheat soon though. Little fuckers, stop it, bastards. Well, Papa, if you sail those high seas, that's a tradition that many of us in the PC market used to do. Used to be try before you buy, didn't it?
That's a kill.
Yes, the man. Yes, the soundtrack. They always have the soundtrack. Yes, Ferrisol, buy it on PS4 or you don't get Spider-Man. I'll admit, the only reason I got it was because I wanted Spider-Man. I was going to get it on PC. I actually had it pre-ordered on the PC because I thought, I like the look of this game. I like Avengers. I'm a sad Marvel fan. I'll get the PC version. And it was like, it's only on PlayStation. And oh, fuck. Alright, fine.
That hit something good.
I do not encourage the cool and effective crime of internet piracy, folks. No one should endorse the crime of internet piracy. It is a horrible thing.
Engaging physical attack.
Whoa! I think he missed though. He did. At least I lost that heat though. Oh yeah, it's. I remember I got a copy of Call of Duty. The original, yeah, that was it. The original Call of Duty. When it first came out, and this was back when release dates used to be staggered, so you get US release dates, and then a few weeks later it'd be the European version, because that made sense. And I remember COD had just come out, and I was back on. Fuck, what was it now? Was it GameSpy Arcade, something like that? I think it was. You'd have the chat program and everything. I was on that, and I just said, does anyone have, naively, does anyone have Call of Duty? Does anyone have Call of Duty? Does anyone got a copy I can download?
Commander?
And this person responds, and they're like, yeah, I have. Now, nowadays, in our more savvy age of the internet, we go, yeah, right, dodgy. But no, this was a legit person. This was a teenager, like 13 or 14, and it turned out I was talking to the son of one of the people who had pretty high access in Activision, because he gave me his dad's FTP login information for Activision servers, and I downloaded Call of Duty from there.
Standing by.
I also had no fucking clue what I was doing. I only pieced it together years later. We had to go into like a messenger service and all this, and then I was like, follow all these instructions, and like I downloaded the whole game straight from Activision servers, and it was a legit copy, and it patched as well, because it was basically a dev copy of the game. It was fucking crazy thinking about it now. Oof, lovely frame drops there. Dead Vulcan there. Yeah, it was, I mean, admitting it now, but it's not like anyone. Well, I'm not going to get fucking charged for it. Call of Duty was so long ago, but yeah, I remember downloading that. As I said, nowadays you would never never chose. Like, oh yeah, FTP link. Yeah, just type in this. Blah 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 blah. I could have been linking my computer to any old fucking shit. Who knows what I was connecting to, you know? But I was desperate. I wanted to get this new game. And I ended up getting it. And then the lad was saying, like, oh, my dad's really angry at me and he told me I shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, I guess. He was like, no, it's okay. He just told me not to do it again. So and I was thinking, again? Like, how many people has he already linked like this? How many copies of Call of Duty were running around in the wild because this kid was basically using his dad's FTP connection? Atlas, so you got MechWarrior 3 working on your laptop and someone drew Mech. Well, of course it is. You know, MechWarrior 5 is a badly put together horseshit fucking product that was made using the art of minimum viable product. That's all it was developed with those powerful tools. And I don't mean, you know, I'm not making a dig at the developers there. I'm not calling them tools. But why anybody thought that? Why anybody would give fucking PGI the benefit of the doubt over MechWarrior 5 bewilders the fuck out of me, because I don't get it. I just need a mission that'll give enough. This should do. I can get this awesome otherwise, can't I? 371,000? Let's whack it up, 680,000. Well, Hungarian it would be nice if they lost the license, but they've got it for a few more years yet after they reworked it. People are desperate, Farasol, for an MechWarrior game. They were, but really believing that PGI would somehow pull it off, a studio that has zero background in producing single-player games. A studio that their first attempt at making AI in a game were turrets in MechWarrior Online. A studio that regularly fired the staff or let the staff go who made the game and then complained that they couldn't patch the game because the people who made the code weren't there anymore, and then basically just blamed it on those people. Well, they fucked off. Oh, Hungarian, so you're not missing much. You never played MWO and MechWarrior. Well, alright, to be fair, MWO, it is a good game. Like, as its bare bones framework, MechWarrior Online is an enjoyable online free-to-play shooter. It isn't the best. It can improve in places, but it isn't shit. It just has a lot of, or had a lot of potential to be really great, and all of that was missed out. I've played, well, first of all, I've played MWO for 8 years, and it's okay. It's playable. You can get, you know, probably a few good months of playtime out of there, buying mechs and upgrading mechs and making builds and stuff like that. But you know, at the same time, PGI abandoned the game, especially that infamous live stream where Russ said that it's not profitable anymore, which was just code for it's fucked. We can't make any money on it no more. We're leaving the game. Please buy MechWarrior 5. Guess what? MechWarrior 5 didn't sell very well. Why didn't it sell very well, Russ? Oh, because we shafted everybody who pre-ordered the game when we said it was coming out on Steam and Good Old Games, and then moved it to Epic because Epic gave us money for exclusivity. Oh, turns out people didn't like that decision. Oh, when the game came out, it got mediocre reviews because it was a game made by PGI. Shocker. The biggest upset in gaming history. Said no one. The biggest surprise in game development history? Said no one. What did Russ expect everyone to say? Glorious return of MechWarrior franchise. Little known studio, PGI, Piranha Games. Shocks world with fantastic first person cooperative mech game. bringing back such fuzzy warm memories of playing MechWarrior 2 back in the day. Parties in the street, MechWarrior 5 releases. What's his plan? What's his plan, folks, for MechWarrior 5 going out on Steam? December 10th. What else comes out on December 10th? Cyberpunk! Fucking Cyberpunk releases December 10th. I mean, unless it gets pushed back, which I'm sure Russ is hoping and praying it does, of course.
Waiting for order.
Why? Russ, why? Why are you releasing MechWarrior fucking 5 the same day as Cyberpunk? Push it back. Push it back a week. Or bring it forward a week or two. I mean, the game's finished. There's nothing else to add to it. It's been out for nearly, well, basically a year at this point. You don't need to fucking hold on to that 1 year thing.
I'm
Russ, you fucking
That
dilbert.
would have been worse. Commander?
But of course, you know, it's he'll go head to head with Cyberpunk. Surely not everybody's going to buy that. I mean, I'm sure a huge number of people are going to buy MechWarrior 5 on release on Steam. Right? I mean, stands to reason, right, guys? Right? Why are you all looking down? Why are none of you making eye contact when I say this? What's up, guys? I know this is the knock Russ thing. I know this made Sleepy Boy feel uncomfortable all that time ago. It's feeling uncomfortable. It's feeling uncomfortable criticising someone for their poor decisions that they made. Where they killed off a potentially very profitable free-to-play game. I just feel uncomfortable criticising the bad management decisions that resulted in droves of players leaving the product. It's yeah, I feel bad making all those decisions that led to this ultimate decline of MechWarrior as a franchise that turned players into bitter husks. Now man, I watched the Mighty Jingles review of MechWarrior 5. Pretty shit was the verdict. He also spoke on the nostalgia of MechWarrior and was disappointed. Well, if we have a quick look back at why MechWarrior as a franchise is so nostalgic, I mean, it largely comes down to the fact that it was one of those first really mind-blowing 3D games. MechWarrior 2 is up there as one of those titles that you just saw it and it was amazing. The graphics, the animations, the sounds, the music, the level design. Nowadays it would look like ass, of course, but back then it was absolutely stunning. And it sits there amongst PC gaming history as one of those titles alongside things like TIE Fighter and X-Wing v TIE Fighter and Diablo, all those kind of games that now will always be remembered in this kind of pantheon of, PC gaming history. And to see where the franchise, or to see where the name MechWarrior has been taken since, is kind of sad. Where it was a franchise that had so much potential, and every release was usually, hotly anticipated. Now we sit with dread, because anything that PGI announces, you can't help but feel is not really going to live up to the hype, and it certainly isn't going to be anything that can hold a candle to a previous MechWarrior release. Let's face it, 4 was probably considered the low point at that point of the MechWarrior franchise. And 4 is far superior as a product. Now, Farisol, you honestly, you're not missing much of MechWarrior 5. The problem is MechWarrior 5 runs on a very basic, stressing the basic part of it, cycle of 4 mission types with AI that's straight out of the 90s, that just runs right at you, fires all of its weapons, and then runs around you in a big circle. And it just becomes just a constant duck shoot. That's the whole thing, is just shooting fish in a barrel. And if you're not playing it with friends who can control the other mechs for you, your friendly AI basically do the same thing. And it's a big carousel, just watching like a merry-go-round of mechs just running around each other firing weapons. That's all it is. Helicopters that just fly straight at you at low altitude. Tanks that spawn in ridiculous locations to attack you from behind in an attempt to try and make you feel like there's some kind of tactical element to the AI's decision making, when really all it is they just get magically spawned in and then they just shoot you. As my brother was saying yesterday, he wishes that I had actually somehow known, but that I could have recorded the famous instance where I had to assassinate an enemy, load the mission, we're in the dropship, the door opens, the woman starts telling us about how we have to find the target and kill him before we leave the planet. The target is right in front of me as the door opens. I step out as part of the animation. He's firing at me, but he can't hit me because it counts me as the dropship. I fire everything at him, and his mech evaporates. He's dead. Target dead. Mission done. Should have been able to just turn around and walk back into the dropship and leave, but she's still telling me how I have to find the target, who I've just killed, and now the dropship lifts off and leaves, and now, straight after she finishes her blurb, she immediately goes into, "Mission complete, Commander. We're sending you the location for a pickup." Straight into it, and I had to walk like another 500 meters to get a pickup. You couldn't make that shit up. I haven't seen anything like that in a computer game in over 30 years of playing them at this point.
That could have been worse.
Damage minimal.
Fucking mental. I completely agree with my brother. I wish I had been able to record it, because that would have just been a fucking amazing video to have highlighted all of the issues with the game. That one was a particular favourite of mine, though. And definitely one of my favourite memories of MechWarrior 5, but not in a good way. And hey, now they're going to charge everybody for a bunch of mechs to be added that were already in MechWarrior Online that should have been there from the start. Things like the Champion and the Charger and the Marauder 2. And I can't remember what the other two are, but yeah, basically, there's, I think maybe the Hatamoto Chi, can't quite remember. But yeah, there's a bunch of mechs that should have been in there, but they didn't put them in. Oh, I think the Dervish is one of them.
Roger.
Always record, yes.
Target's down.
Indeed, Totty. At that point, I should have always been recording,
Yes,
just in
Commander.
case. Just in case.
Move order received.
Yes, Hungarian said that the soundtrack sucks. Yeah, the music sucks. The voice acting is very subpar, though I don't think the actual actors themselves were bad. It was just they were given very poor direction about what it was, how they were supposed to deliver the lines, what the actual character's personality was supposed to be. Don't you fucking walk away. Oh god, I've got to run all the way around there, haven't I? Oh, here we go.
Throttle.
I'm here.
Yeah, I got to run down here to
Moving at full throttle.
get a shot on him.
Standing by.
Confounded mountain.
10-4.
Well, yeah, Totty, you're right. Yeah, the Corsair was originally supposed to be a boss that you meet. If I remember correctly from the MechCon speech when the Corsair was revealed to us all, was it was supposed to be part of the story where we would have to engage these pirates, and the pirate lord would have this mech of his, the Corsair, and we had to beat him to gain intelligence on the enemies who we were tracking down as part of the story. Obviously, none of this happened because it was all a fucking lie. Another lie to justify them creating bullshit mechs for MechCon, because Russ just wanted to be able to say, I made mechs. I have my place in the Battletech Pantheon because I made a battle mech. Did you make a battle mech? No, I didn't make a battle mech. No, I didn't make that. You know what I also didn't make, Russ? I didn't make a mess of the MechWarrior franchise. That's what I did. And guess what, Russ? None of your custom mechs that you made are in Battletech. None of them are in a book. You know why? Because Randall Bills isn't ever going to fucking acknowledge you as being any kind of contributor to the MechWarrior license, to the Battletech license. Because why the fuck should he? Because while you sat there on a couch in front of Jordan Wiseman, Mitch Gittleman, and Randall Bills, and said that, really, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for MechWarrior Online, Battletech as a franchise wouldn't exist. Because you're a fucking pleb. Because you think that your bullshit World of Tanks ripoff somehow kept the franchise going, despite the fact that the fucking tabletop game had been going for quite a while without you knocking about in your bullshit. After you made your Die Hard mod that you got lucky to sell, before you decided to make shit like Transverse, or attempt to. Didn't fucking keep MechWarrior alive at all, did you? You fucking git.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
The fucking stones of him. To sit there in front of them, you can see Jordan Weissman shuffle awkwardly when he says that as well. You can see it. You can see the look on his face of that kind of like, did he just fucking say that? Did he just say that he saved Battletech? As if it was dead, like no one had bothered with it. Because this fucking idiot thinks Battletech is MechWarrior. He thinks the MechWarrior games is Battletech. He doesn't think the tabletop game is, because that's just foreign to him. It's become a rant. Oh, I'm gonna get shit for this. There's gonna be fucking defenders like, oh, you're being harsh. You're being too hard on him. You try and make a computer game. All right, give me the funds, give me the studio and the devs. I'll game direct my way into a much better fucking project than he did. Christ, I certainly wouldn't have my hands in everything. Like apparently, like he did. All the decisions had to be made by Russ. All of them had to be okayed. Apparently in MechWarrior Online, from everything apparently, balancing, like mech pack decisions. What the fuck? Why is a guy who doesn't know anything about the Battletech license, who doesn't understand the universe at all, who's never cracked a spine on his Battletech books that he proudly displays in his garage, why the fuck is he the one making the decisions of what mechs get to be in the game? He wouldn't know which ones are popular or not, just because he played previous MechWarrior games. And we can tell that, because at one point, just to try and desperately make cash out of it, they just started funneling all the mechs from fucking MechWarrior 4. Well, people like MechWarrior 4, let's just put all of them in there. Completely ignoring the fact that there are so many mechs out there that people would pay good money for, but he never did, of course. Oh, well, ETG, like, the basic rotation of it is very World of Tanks, you know, it's like small arenas, everybody runs around shooting each other. Remember, because they had the skill system and all that, the early one that was very similar. But, you know, what do I know? Just a window cleaner. I've just been a fan of it since I was about 5. I was like, read the books a bit. Like so many other fans of it. What do I know? What do any of us know?
I'm here.
Oh, we're all sat here. You know, we're not running a company into the ground. Sorry, we're not running a company that makes computer games.
Awaiting orders.
We're not hiring somebody who used to stream to be the community manager and then putting them in charge of trying to revive MechWarrior Online. We're not doing that. We're not those people. Well, we're not those. Who the fuck are we, hey? Who the fuck are we to have such an opinion, right? Pattern 3. I knew there was something wrong. You were supposed to be pattern 1. There we go. Weird blue colours on the arms. Pattern 1, pattern 1, pattern 1. Right. Pattern 3. No, that will not do. Pattern 1. Yes. Oh, oh, she's a pretty girl. I'll call her Blasty. I don't think I've got any, like, slightly better PPCs now. I was like... See, I should be buying, like, better, you know, this, that, and the other, but I don't really can't be arsed. Can't be arsed. Can't be fucking arsed. Now, man, when I finally made my mind up about getting MechWarrior 5, I refunded the pre-order, then bought through the Epic store for half the price, smiling about the fact that Epic was going to take 30% of that from PGI. Makes me petty, but I enjoyed it. Blast him at Splatface and decals. Oh Christ, hold on. Was that the door? No, it wasn't. Christ. You ever had those stealth postmen that obviously walk up and go like the tiniest little tap at the door before they leave? Alright, see you, Totty. She isn't a pretty baby though. No, ETJ, no, she is not that. Yeah, those sneaky posties. And then they get the note. Oh, no one was in. What do you mean no one was in? I was right fucking here. I was sat by the door. It was like a lost dog. 24 days. 24 days to travel there. 24. Hello. Are you traveling 24 days to get to where you need to go? Well, fuck that noise. Because now you can use new Travel Fast. Travel Fast is a great way to get your pilots there quicker. Ferrisol, if you're on my Discord, I believe the channel's still there. There is a section that was made by a guy called Grayson Sortek, and he got all of them working on Win 10, I believe. He has the instructions for doing it. 50 rounds, okay. Yay, wave your hand. I feel dirty green as let's pay up. We might not always be on good terms with the pirates. Yeah, pirate shakedown. Yeah, I know the financial report is going to put me in bad stead with everybody, but it's okay because we'll be next time I play this, we'll be doing more contracts. I'm just moving over. We're wrapping up now. So tomorrow, Friday's stream is Among Us. We've already got most of the people sorted and ready for that for tomorrow. So if you can join us, please do. It should be fun, hopefully. There'll be lots of stabbing and me trying to lie through my back teeth. Kulshan Naman will be there, Kira will be there. I believe Toti might be there, I'm not quite sure. Small Fry's going to be there. Lestrat Cold Eyes, no, December 10th, the same release date as Cyberpunk 2077 is when MechWarrior 5 releases on Steam, so good luck to them for that one, eh? But yeah, I'll wrap this up because one of the things I need is a shower. I feel fucking disgusting. I've got to wash my hair and I just feel grubby. I feel really bad. I've got to get a shave as well. I hate facial hair. I really hate having facial hair. Great date to release, yeah, from definitely is.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Well, we won't visit the store because that'll make baby Kerensky cry. But yeah, obviously more Lore Warriors coming up. I am going to be recording more Living Legends matches Saturday this time. I will make a note on the Discord if you wish to hop in to the match with us. So we're going to jump into a server and play a few rounds. So that'll be a laugh. That'll be a lark. Other than that, I would like to thank everybody who joined me today, which includes 13 Shano, Adam Grayson, Atlas R, BFG Ball and Fatgit, Skymaster, Cannibal Penguin, Dinu, Doomsday 104, Erwin, ETG, Farasol, Gitgok, Hungarian Hussar, Idolara, Kira Haas, Leshrat Cold Eyes, Lurks, Master 15616, maybe I look out of his window, okay, or, out of his window, Naman, Namasan, Papa Slump, Saddest Kitty, Tom Toms, Mighty Calls, VK, Vigo Pros, and Voltic Surge. Thank you everybody for hopping on. Sorry if you've just arrived and I was ending up, so we're wrapping up to the 2 hour usual time limit, but this will be over on the YouTube, so if you watch this on YouTube, thank you also for joining me on that. I hope you all have a good week, and hopefully your weekend will be starting tomorrow, and work days will go quick and all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye. I better call Russ. So this plan that me and him have got going, where it makes it look like that me and him don't like each other and all this, just to drum up interest in the game. So I think it's been working. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Also have to ask him if he wants to play any more golf. Yeah. He does drink a bit too much though, Russ. I have to worry about drinking so much all the time. Yeah. Oh well. Yep. It's in the banner on the right. Yeah. The link for the Discord. Yeah, it's up there. Don't know if it's a good idea to have it there. I'll probably keep it there. I need to update the Amazon wish list. I think it's about a bit out of date. Tiny bit out of date. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Dropship looks nice. That lens flare. That's good, isn't it? Did the plan work? What plan? What? Jinx? What? It's not drinkers of image. Oh shit! Everyone's still here. Fuck. I hate Russ. Oh, he's a filthy bastard. I'm not in collusion with him at all. He's a hated enemy. Russ called. No, front. Don't say that on the stream. Shit.